I'm in here with my partner, Johnboy. Johnboy, what's up, man?
What's happening, my guy?
How's it been, my guy?
Man, I can't call it, man. How about yourself?
Hey, man,
Let's turn this down.
I'm just blessed to be here, man.
I know that, right? Ain't we all?
But guess what, man? I got something that I got to get you to do for me, man.
What you need, dog?
See, I got this thing that I be doing with Atlanta Culture. It's called Making Beats with Atlanta Cultures podcast, right?
Nice. You staying or something?
I stand a little something, but a lot of people don't know me and you go way, way back, and you ain't got your flowers for something that you did.
Yeah.
It was this song, you know, as the line dances are going in right now,
Mm-hmm.
and people don't know that you Mr. Wobble.
Yeah,
And
I
you
know.
the guy that made the Wobble song.
Yeah, that is my voice
Beat.
you hear. Yeah, that's my voice you hear. First off, before we get started,
Okay.
let me make sure I give the proper credit.
Well, hold on before you
Okay,
do that. Hold on
all
before
right,
you do
all
that.
right, cool.
I want the people to know that the song actually came,
Yeah,
part producer,
Right.
came from a guy that went to Crim High School,
Yep.
that's from East Atlanta,
Yep.
and my main partner, which is you.
that's right.
Now we can sit. You can sit down. I'm gonna sit
Yeah.
down.
All right.
So, man, a lot of people don't know that this Wobble song was actually made here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Can you kind of take me through the year and the time and the feel and the breakdown of making the beat and make the beat for me?
All right. The best part about it is the year. A lot of people don't know that Wobble was created 2007. All right, by me and a team called the Package Store, and we were signed to College Park Music with back then DJ Smurf, now Mr. College Park. All right, so can I give the credit real quick before we
No
get
doubt.
started? Before we get started with this, I like to give credit to Mr. College Park and Jonathan Swole Dumas. All right, he never gets his credit as well, and he makes it very clear that he doesn't get his credit. He was a part of this team that I had called the Package Store. He, myself, Pajario Scott, aka Tom Slick, and Mr. Hanky, who's done a lot of big
That's
records
your partner.
too.
Yeah,
my partner,
yeah.
Mr. Hanky, who came in the game with me, east side in the building, like you said. All right, but we produced it in 2007, and a lot of people don't know that week that we produced Wobble, we produced Drop and Give Me 50. With Mike Jones and Hurricane Chris, with Mr. College Park, we produced a song with this group called E-Dub that went viral called Woody. We did a record for Fergie. We did the remix with her and Soulja Boy. All this within 1 week down in College Park. So a lot of people ask me, "Did you know Wobble was gonna be big?" We were just working.
Y'all
You
were
knew
rolling.
that.
Yeah,
We were doing.
Y'all was just,
We
y'all
were
was
doing 10,
getting
12
the work
tracks a
in.
day. Yeah, like we were just moving on. All right, move on. We'll do a scratch and move on and this, that, and the other. So that's pretty much where it came from. Yeah.
Well, shit, man. Let's get into it, man.
All right, so a lot of people don't understand the first thing you hear with Wobble. Do you know what the first thing you hear in Wobble?
Nah, let me know.
It's funny. You hear me beatboxing, and a lot of people miss that part when it comes to what I have contributed to the record. So the first thing you hear is ooh, ah,
Yeah.
ooh, when you first hear the track.
Yeah.
So I'll go into the vocal part of. Well, you hear the drums. So from the beginning, as I said, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. And if you ever want to know the rooter to the beginning, the alpha to the omega of Wobble, I am the person that can tell you because I was there from step one until what it is right now. And anybody that's a part of it knows this, okay? I was in the studio with our manager at the time, and Mr. College Park sent us a beat CD because he was out on the road. And this is what you heard. You heard this right here. You heard these drums. I'm going to play them real quick. So what I added to it, I'm gonna see if I can break this down real quick, is this right.
We're gonna need you to play that shit. Okay.
That's me. Ooh. So when you put that together, you got this. Hopefully the beat ain't too loud. Let me see if I turn it down. So
It's cool. We here. We cool. You ain't got to burn.
Does it make sense? Make sense, right? So there you go, real quick on that. And then it goes into what later became the icing. I call this the icing on the cake, all right? Because most of the song was done. And shout out to Carl Washington, who called Frank Ski to put his part on there. And you hear, oh, my shorty's in the club. Let me see you just back it up.
So who is that?
That's Frank Ski.
That's Frank Ski.
That is Frank Ski.
Oh, Frank Ski.
That is Frank Ski. Shout out to Frank Ski. All right, Frank Ski is the guy that's saying, all my shorties in the club. Let me see you just which I like to consider the icing on the cake because that was actually the last thing done before we finalized this record. So shout out to Frank Ski out there as well. Like I said, I'm giving full credit.
Shout out
for
Mr.
everybody.
Mustache. That when he had that mustache back then, that big thick ass mustache.
Yeah, full credit to Frank Ski for doing his thing. And I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna tell you something else you didn't know.
Yeah.
So as the package store, we used to get assignments weekly about who needed what and everything. We originally did this for Flow Rider. Flow Rider had the one single out. He needed another one, and his label put out the word that he needed another single.
Gotcha.
So the reason why I'm in there with that tone of my voice, Wobble Big, I'm thinking from a Flow Rider perspective, which actually ended up working out. What happened was after we did it, I guess our label liked it so much, it never left. Let's just say that. It never left.
Yeah. They say, yeah, we're not giving this shit out.
Yeah, and that's when we found out later on that they put VIC on the record, and here we are in history. It ended up working. So let's rewind back to that night in 2007 when we were doing this. I heard this track. I'm gonna play it again for y'all. I heard this track. I heard these drums. I put the ooh ah on there, and I went in the restroom. Now this, I'm gonna get to the horns and stuff like that. That's Jonathan Swole Doomer, so I'm not gonna play what he played exactly over. I'm gonna just show you the keys he was playing it in. All right, so I went in the restroom. I had to use the restroom. Serious, true story. Number two, I always write my best stuff in the restroom, by the way. So I went to the restroom, and as the track was playing, I asked the guy at the time who was out there, and I say, play it over and over again. It was number 9 on a CD similar to this one. Okay, I don't know if this is it or not. I don't have a CD player anymore, but I think this is it. It was number 9 on there.
That's the drums that was playing.
Yeah, the drums. You just hearing this over and over again. Okay. You know. So I went in the restroom, and as I was in there, my Louisiana roots came out because I went to college in Louisiana. I went to Southern University, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Graduated magna cum laude too. But anyway, I went to
Y'all hear that? HBCU, HBCU in the building.
HBCUs are in the building. So I started thinking of terms we would use in Louisiana just subconsciously, not trying to. But wobble was one of them things that we said all the time. So as I'm in the bathroom, that's where you get wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Get in there. You can imagine why I said get in there. But anyway, did that, came out, and that's when I was with Tom Slick and our manager at the time. And we got together, and Tom Slick is the one that says, yeah. So he responded to me saying, get in there. But Tom Slick actually has a nice voice, so it worked out on the record. You know what I'm saying? Then Tom Slick came back after we did Wobble Baby, get in there, yeah. That's him again saying, hey, big girl, make them bag it up, which made it what it is now, the quote unquote big girl song. I never got that, being the originator.
So it's considered the big girl song?
Some people say that. I don't consider it the big girl song, because when I was talking about Wobble, you know what I was talking about. I'm talking about the ass.
Yeah.
So, but by him saying, hey, big
girls got big asses.
I don't discriminate. I don't discriminate at all. I mean, hey, man, I got another term for that. But anyway, that's how it became what they like to nickname it as. Okay. All right, with Tom Slick doing that part. So now, Tom Slick and I together, we're writing this together, okay? And Hanky engineered it for us. So Hanky recorded me doing all these parts and contributing as well from an engineering perspective. All right, so after that, we got what would be, I think would be, this would be it. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, let me unmute these. That's what's going on. So it would be considered this.
Tell the people, hold on a second. Tell the people what you're using too. A lot of people want to know what you're using.
Okay.
What you using?
Yeah, I use several programs, but my main program is Reason. I love Reasons. There's so much that you can do in Reasons, and Reasons now you can rewire it to all the programs. You can rewire it to Pro Tools.
Where they match right up with.
You can match them right up with Logic. You can match it up with Ableton and everything. And it allows you to speed tracks up. Remember back in the days we couldn't speed a track up without changing the pitch?
Yeah.
Now it does the same thing Ableton does. So I just love Reasons. But everybody has their thing. It's no problem. When we did Wobble, it was a combination of Smurf did it on this thing. I think it was called the Nico back in the day. It's an old device. It's about this big. That's what he did the drums on, and Swole did the horns on I can't remember the keyboard. I want to say it was either the Phantom. We had a Phantom and we had a Triton.
Triton, I was about to say Phantom,
Triton,
Triton. Everybody used
it was one of those. And I'm gonna get to that part with Swole because that came later on. But we're at this point now. I'm coming out the bathroom and we're at this point. So all right, let me take the music out or turn it down one. Let's see. We're at this point. So wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Get in there! Yeah! Get it! Okay, now that's the updated version. I'm sorry. I got a girl on there because College Park and I are working on something new. But there you go. Okay. That's where it went.
So y'all done heard some new shit here.
Yeah, you heard something you weren't supposed to hear.
You heard something.
But anyway, that's where it went. So it went from wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, get in there, yeah, hey, big girl, make him back it up. So that's what we had. We had the drums and that. Now here comes Jonathan Swole Dooms. I want to make sure this guy gets his credit. He's the one that played the horns on the song that came out so beautifully. So what I won't do is try to mimic what he did, but just let you know what keys he did with a regular keyboard. I don't want to do it with horns because I want him to have his credit. Because if I see him do the horn part, he's going to say, I did that. No.
You just gave it to him. Play the horns, so, man.
At the end of the day, this is what Swole added. I think it was... and then it goes... So, you see that? So that's pretty much, and everything just goes from part to part. So what I'll do is I'll play it and show you exactly where he's doing this stuff at. So, let's see if I can do this. Okay, I got that muted up here. Let's see, turn this down. So. Uh-oh. Sorry. So that's, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we'll go a little bit further. It's just like a bunch of what we call musicians scatting. Mm-hmm. He's doing a lot of scatting, which worked out perfectly because I lay on keys. And Hanky, he lays on keys. Yeah. But Swole, Jonathan Swole Dumas, can play every instrument. When I say every instrument, he can play every instrument, like play every instrument. So he scattered on it, which made it better than laying on something. You see, and that's the part that I like the most about it. So let me see. So you'll hear the scat right here.
Yeah, there you go.
So trying to wait till the verse come in. You see what I'm saying? Or however you want to do it. It's just right there. And here comes the, let's see this part. Hold up. Sorry. Let me get that right. Let's go back. You see what I'm saying? So basically, it's just a lot of scatting. You see what I'm saying? And then come back with the hit. You see what I'm saying? So basically, that is the track, the Wobble. It's real open with drums and just Swole doing his scatting and me beatboxing is the breakdown to that song. And I think that's why it worked. It wasn't too much to it. It was just a lot of beatboxing track-wise, drums, and horns. Okay, like scatting.
Simple is better.
Simple is better. Yeah. So those are the things that'll catch you to it. And then, of course, me trying to mimic. A lot of people don't know. Trying to sell this to Flow Rider at the time. So I used my original voice, which ended up working, which would be the second song that I had that made radio. Well, actually, Wobble didn't make radio, but it's the second song I did that went pretty decent. You remember I did a song for Cadillac Boys that they kept me on the hook that did pretty good too. The Never Slipping record.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they played that in the Libra a lot too. So
Yeah.
those were 2 records that I were actually on. And I don't know, I guess it's something about my voice. Maybe it works. I don't know.
Yeah.
You tell
It's
me.
definitely something about your voice, man.
Yeah.
That wobble. Once you hit that wobble,
Yeah.
wobble.
Gotta have something to
Come
grab
on, man.
on.
You got it. I'm doing it this service.
Yeah.
That's the Mr. Wobble man right there, man.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Get in there. That is. So this is how it basically ended up. You know what I'm saying? You can hear Frank Ski right here.
All the shorties in the club, let me see you.
I don't know how to do that. You know how to do the dance?
Nah, I definitely don't know how to do the dance. No. I've never danced.
To me,
We did that.
wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble. Wobble. I need you to be tongue slick. You ready?
Hey.
Get in there. No, right here.
Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Get in there. Say it.
Yeah.
Get in there. Say it.
Yeah.
Hey, big girl. Shout out to Tom Slick, a.k.a. Pajario Scott, Jonathan Swole Dumas, Mr. Hanky, Corey Denard, Mr. Colley Park, and the whole Colley Park family, the package store, Frank Ski, VIC, etc., man. This is what we did to make this 4.5-time platinum record, man. How about that?
My nigga Johnboy. So Johnboy, this is what I really need to know, man. What you got up next, man, for the people out there, man? Let the people know out there what you got going on.
Thanks for asking. A lot of people like get stuck on what I've done, but thanks for asking. So of course I got my band, Johnboy and Surround Sound, and I described this very quickly to people. Surround Sound, Johnboy and Surround Sound is a mixture of Cab Calloway, Lil Jon, East Side Boys, Outkast, Earth, Wind and Fire, James Brown. If you take all that and you put that in a melting pot, that's Johnboy and Surround Sound. 13-piece band.
That's a hell of a mixture,
13 pieces. I love it. And I have a single out right now, and I got to give a shout out to my partner, homeboy, who motivated me, and James Kelly. A guy by the name of James Kelly motivated me to get involved in these trail rides. And I'm not a singer, so I tell everybody I can hold a note, but I'm not a singer. So I did it my way, and it actually ended up working. It's a song called Saddle Up. Y'all go check that out, man. Saddle up, baby, and ride that horse. I did it in a way only the Wobble Man can do it. I did it in a fashion that only the Wobble Man can. Let me say that clearly. All right, so that's what I got going on. I also work at the radio station. You know that. On the morning show, Tex James Morning Show, Power 107.1. These are things that I got going on, man. Fatherhood, enjoying fatherhood, number one. So there it is.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us out at your studio, man. I love you, bro.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
There it is. Tell them saddle up, ride that horse.